Hang on, haven't I built this set already? What's this? Oh my god, he's gone drunk with power! Calm yourselves, people, it's all okay. You might be getting all excited thinking I'm going to build 3 Lego sets at once. Well, you'd be wrong. What I'm going to do is something slightly different today. Whilst browsing on the internet, I noticed a particular YouTube Lego enthusiast called Ransom Fern. Ransom Ferm, he made himself a little video where he actually created a Lego Iron Man MK43 Lego suit, and he built it using the bits from these sets. So 1 Marvel Eternals 76155 and 2 Marvel Iron Man 76206 sets. And he built it all together, and he released instructions on how to build it yourself, and it looks really good. I will post a link to his videos either in the corner up here and here, and certainly in the links in the description section down below. I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to build it myself. I managed to pick up these brand new sets online on eBay for much cheaper than they would normally be. It took a little while, but I managed to get them together, and I managed to get a copy of Ransom Fern's instructions on how to build the MK43, and here's a little preview of it here. And it's released as PDF formats. There are 2 parts of this, and it tells you in standard Lego format how to build it. And without further ado, I think it is time for me to get building this set together. Let's start the clock. What the? Wait, they're empty? What the? They're what? What's going on? I've tricked you all. For you see, I have already extracted the Lego bricks from these individual kits for the simple reason of pre-sorting the Lego into their individual coloured sections. Because all the bags are in mixed up and I wouldn't know which bag is for which part, I thought it would be simpler and faster if I pre-sort these into the individual colours. And this has just got a bunch of random stuff. I don't know which bits I'm going to need, so I'm hoping that this will speed things up. And I also put in the Lego figures inside this generic pot here. I'm 99.5% sure I won't need these Lego figures. I'm not taking any chances. And there's also these Lego stickers, which hopefully the instructions will tell me where to put them. So that's everything pre-sorted. I hope this speeds things up. Ransom Ferm built all this in 30 hours over a span of 2 months, and I'm hoping I can get that time to a much lower time. So without further ado, let's start the clock. Okay, this is not going to work. Let me just... pour until I can see the bit I need, which is this one. Okay. This plan might not work very well. Pour this one too. Oh, that's a hair. That shouldn't be here. It should be in here. Okay, this sorting system hasn't worked as well as I'd hoped. The system is not very good. Trying to find anything is proving to be painful. Very, very painful indeed. Yeah, I think I should have just sorted all this up even better beforehand, not just stick it in pots, because this is just difficult to find anything, especially these red bits. Okay, so depending on which color I'm going for, it depends on which level of stress and anxiety I get. So when I'm sorting through and finding pink stuff, it's really easy. But when I look at this red mess, I just die a little bit inside. But I have to do this. Yep, that's it. Nice and strong and secure. I guess I gotta deal with that again. Maybe if I put some back, it'll help with seeing the piece I need to see, which is eluding me. This kit so far is pretty simple. This actually seems to be pretty simple and going together quite nicely. Obviously you can see that I'm struggling to find the individual pieces just to line them up, but that's the fault of my system scattered everywhere. It's not the fault of the original designer of this kit. But once I find the individual bits, it's very easy and clear from the instructions where they need to go, and it allows me to put together the, I'm guessing this is the body structure, very simply, relatively quickly, and with very few problems. And the problems, once again, I say, it's my own doing. It's not because of the designer. So, pretty happy with this kit so far. And I'm looking forward to the final product. And it's also looking like I'm actually going to use every single bit of this kit. I don't foresee having many spares. I have no way of knowing that, of course. I didn't check the instructions fully beforehand. I had a quick glance just to make sure that the PDF works, and it looked simple enough. But I didn't go in any real details to see how many pieces are needed, where they go, how many pieces I'm expected to have at the end. This is partially going in blind. That will be a good test of how simple this kit is. See, look, I even managed to correct my mistake there. No problems at all. Excellent. Yeah, all in all, so far, structurally quite sound. Yeah. The other thing I'm quite enjoying about this kit is it's not rushing. It feels like it's not rushing at all. The bits come up one at a time. Very simple, very small quantities, so it allows you to easily keep up with what needs to go next, which I appreciate, because I am by no means a Lego construction expert of any kind, as my previous videos show. So the hope is, if I can build this kit, then anyone can build this kit with these instructions. I would like to stress out again, do not follow this chaotic system of just piling all on. Do yourself a favor and prepare these items beforehand. Line them up beforehand so it's easy to see which goes where. I laughed at people who would sort through their Lego pieces beforehand. I laughed at them thinking it was a waste of time. Well, who's laughing now? That's right, it's them. I'm gonna knock the screen. I'm wasting power trying to find this one bit. Found you. Ha ha ha! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. Darn it! Oh. I thought I could do it without taking it apart. So don't panic. It just goes here. I'm slightly panicking. very much panicking now. This, and this is like that. Okay, I think that's correct. Yeah, okay, so I'm back on track with these two things. Yep, I'm back on track. I'm a bit worried about this bit being a bit flimsy, but that's okay. That one there. Flip it around. What is that? Is that putting this in this hole here? Guess so. And same again with this one, but why would you need to do that? It's a bit of an advanced move. Ah, found you. What am I supposed to do with this again? Oh yeah, that was it. It's quite a tight fit. There we go, that's better. So I presume that's the back. So this must be the front. Yeah. So this is the back, I think, where you pull that out to slot in your battery. And that's the bit that pushes the button, I guess. You know, no. I don't want to tempt. No, let's tempt fate. Let's tempt fate. Go on. Let's tempt fate. Oh, that's tight. That's a tight fit. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Just, I'm at awe with the guy who built this. I'm at awe of the guy. I mean, yes, it's taken him 30 hours over a span of a couple of months, but how do you even know where to begin with this kind of stuff? This is remarkable. I am very impressed by the fact that he can come up with this design at all. Just toying around and messing about in his workshop. I'm guessing it's a workshop of some kind. And just constructing this, I can do this. I could not do this at all. It's not just the fact of having the talent; it's the patience. The patience of putting all this together. And even knowing that this useless deviant that was in the Eternal set, which I don't like. I don't like that deviant Lego piece at all. I think it looks a bit rubbish. But to know you can use that bit here is just genius. I think it's absolutely remarkable he's done this. High praise. These red bits will be the death of me, I swear. Where is it? Where is this second bit here? Anyone says that this is the fun bit of Lego? Hunting for the piece you want is a liar. They are a liar, and you shouldn't be friends with them. Because I cannot find this flipping bit. At all. And I swear, I hope of all hopes I haven't used it already by mistake. Because that's like an important bit, I imagine. I don't even know what it's for. I've turned my phone off to save power. I might as well stop. I'm tempted to stop the recording. But that would be cheating because you won't know how long I've actually spent looking for this one bit, which is not the fault of the creator of this set. I want to stress that out. This is all my fault, the fact I can't find this one tiny bit. And this is even worse, even more stressful. I found it! I've gone mad. Alright, back on track. Alright. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes now, I think. I can't quite remember the times. I'm on part 115. And this document's been split into two. So how far am I? How many more pieces have I got? 512. Was it 522? Oh my god. Oh my actual god. I can't do this in 2 hours. Is this going to be a multi-part? I didn't want this to be a multi-parter. Oh, why didn't I plan? Alright. I'll just keep going as far as I can. Maybe I'll just pick up pace later on. Please don't make me do this. Don't make me pull out each individual bits to try and find this bit. It's making me do it. Oh my god. Why? I found it! I mean, look at these bits. Mr. Fern, he found this useless, rubbish-looking deviant and went, I know, I can use these bits. How? How did he think like this? This is incredible. Hey, look, don't know if you can see that, but I had to bite into it to get it out because I positioned it wrong. But hey, that's okay. That's now battle damage. Okay, this is not... I predict that this is not going to be a toy that you can pick up and play with. This is going to be very much a display piece. I can tell by the fact that it's starting to buckle, break down, being pushed beyond its limits. This is exactly what I need. Yep, this is exactly what I needed. After a nice little break, I was quite looking forward to it falling apart. Now there's this, what? Okay, so yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to get these all connected into here to here to here. And then, wait, well then that, how does that connect? Because that's supposed to be in this ball socket here. That is supposed to be how it's supposed to go. But then you got to kind of force it into this part here, I suppose, and then you push that down. All right, and then we'll try this again. Take that down because this is definitely supposed to go in here. That was quite a key bit. That shouldn't have come off. That shouldn't have come off either. I think that's correct. It's supposed to push. No, I don't think that is correct. Oh no. Alright. I know these are the fin bits. That's it. I don't think that's from anything. Okay, so we have to go. Oh. You know what? Screw it. I will remember this bit. I'm going to put it all the way in this black box because that's not black at all. And I will reattach it later because frankly I ain't got time for this. And wait, hang on. Now this fits better? What? How does this fit? Never mind. Whatever. The important thing is the head's now back on. And what? What? This guy's what? That's the head? But then what's this plate? What is this? I'm confused because I thought this would be the head here. Or is it supposed to be... Alright, no. I'm going to follow the instructions. That's very strange though. I do quite like that faceless feature. The interesting thing about this design is that it's using ball sockets to position everything into a more curvy, solidified state. Only time will tell. We'll see if this will look pretty good. I mean, you could take a look at the final product with the link in the description down below, but you know, I'm interested at this point. You could also skip to the end of the video if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it, because otherwise, if you did that, you would miss all of my struggles. And I want you to struggle as much as I am. Sorry, that was mean of me. I don't mean that at all. I don't want you to struggle with anything in life. I want you to be happy and content. And I also want the microphone to be by my mouth, but that's a different story. There it is. I do appreciate with these sets of instructions how, rather than just doing the thing with previous Lego instructions where they say one set of instructions and then it says ×2, which means I'd have to go back and redo from the beginning of the instructions. Each repeated bit is repeated once after the other, so I can just keep going forward and plowing forward with my building of the Lego bits. I appreciate that. It's less frustrating. Oh my god. Okay. That's part 1 done. Onwards to part 2. I do get the impression that the body was the most complicated part of this build, the most fiddly part of this build. I'm thinking that perhaps the rest of this, the limbs, will be plain sailing. I'm hoping that the limbs will be plain sailing. 1 foot and leg. Oh yeah. That's taken an hour. God darn it! I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this in the next hour. I mean, it looks great. It genuinely does. And really, does it go here? Put this knee back to give it some strength and rigidity. He is a long, tall guy. Wow, I mean, look at the size of this person. If you had 2 legs, I mean, just hang on a second. Let me just get Anubis. Anubis? Ransom. So there you go. And there goes his hands. Very good. So that's Ransom. That's Iron Man. That's my fiance. And that's... Ah, now this is interesting. So I'll do a proper comparison later, but this guy's actually got feet. Ransom doesn't. Anyway, interesting side note. Okay, Iron Man, I'm going to put you over here to make sure you don't break and get confused with anything else. Right, on to the next part. See that little combo right there where I... Dang it, I need a brick separator. Fortunately, I've got countless, well, I say countless, probably 3 of these. So, right, yeah, this one is stuck in here by mistake. Yes, it works perfectly. You know what? I should thank Andy and Michael for actually teaching me properly how to use the brick separator. That wasn't fair of me at all, because I would have panicked so much if they hadn't shown me multiple times how to do a brick separator at that point. So thank you two. You have helped save this Lego kit. Oh, this is interesting. So this was using a black one of these wavy bits, and this is using the red bit of the wavy bits. Really efficiently using every part possible from all three kits. Impressive. Still impressive. Still tricky, but still impressive nonetheless. No way I could have come up with this kit on my own. Oh. I crushed my cojones a little bit. Okay, and another critique about this kit is, so the foot's done, which is nice. What I mean by the foot, I mean the leg is done, but where's the foot? Why can't you just, I don't know, do the foot first? Because now I've got a false sense of hope. A false sense of hope I've got some work I'm nearly done, but the reality is I've got a whole foot to do. That's not cool. So that's a problem. I find that as a problem with this current set. It mixes things up. I was expecting foot, leg, but now it's been foot, leg, foot. I think that's more of a personal complaint rather than an actual design flaw with this Lego kit. We'll see. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with what I said, or has the fact that I've been building this for nearly 4 hours straight created delirium in me. I think I'm at the home stretch now, because all the pieces are looking pretty okay. They don't look like they're overpowering, over swarming. It's all sort of manageable, and I can sort of see where things are now. We're at the good end game point here, and this is good because I have not been talking very much at all for this entire build, because I've just been concentrating and so much and so hard. This is one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced set that I've had to do by myself. Nice. Opposable thumbs, and then I should be able to, yes, attach it here. This ball socket. Oh yeah, look at that. Thumbs up, baby. Alright, so then I can now attach it to, this. And it attaches by this bit here and this here. So it slides into that. There we go. And that's a nice moving sort of range of motion there. Actually, this can only go up so far, and then the ball starts to pop off, so then I have to push it back into place. This point here, it starts to separate out some of the Lego. And then that's it. But it's a nice little shoulder. Nice little shoulder. You can see that again. Look. So that's a point of weakness. Right there. And his back shin falling off is a point of weakness too. Oh dear. There we go. So that's one hand. I'll put you over here. Don't know if you can see that, but he's kind of like wobbling in the. His legs nice and loose, but not too bad. I like it. God, that does look good. Okay, so there's that. And now for presumably the other arm and hand. Yeah, I spoke too soon about it being pretty smooth sailing. I can't find this one triangle bit. Have I used the wrong bit? Okay, let's pull. Oh no. I'll continue this conversation later, but I think I've screwed up. Oh god, I am gonna have to look through the bags, aren't I? Yep, alright. Let's put this back together at least. Let's just try and put this back together at least. Oh my god! Oh my actual god. I got confused. I've got them all mixed up. I don't know which is which now. That is over there. Alright, fine. Let's just find that bit first. Well, I did find this bit in the bags. That's something. But it's not the bit I'm looking for. Well, can I substitute it? Maybe I could substitute it for this bit here because it's doing the same thing. Or it could actually be that bit and I just got confused because of the colour. Right, okay, so I'll put these bits here, store them. I need to go backtrack this to figure out where I've gone wrong. And then that. In fact, I think I might have had it worse. Then this goes here, right? Okay, so I'll take this off. And I put this here. I put this back here. And I put this back in here, I think. Like that. Like that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Right. Now, here you go, Tony. You can have your arm back. I'm going to leave you alone. All I see is this. Look. This is a lighter shade of that, but that's the right shape. It must be this one. So, it has to be this. Because it's the only one that can do this. And I don't think it matters because it's going to be covered mostly. Oh my god, I wasted so much time. So we'll go back and just plow through and hope that it all works. Right. Oh my goodness. What? What? Oh, it fell off the... It fell off the... There it is. Give me back your arm, Tony. I made another mistake. Okay, so it goes here. It's supposed to connect to, I think if you pull this out, this goes in here. Although, why does this one fit better than this one? What's going on? Okay. This is madness. Okay, let's just take that out. Take that out. What have I done wrong? I mean, look at that. Look at this. One is better than the other. I've created a gap by mistake. Where have I created this gap? So that looks about the same. I think it's more like this is maybe it's just missing. Maybe the gap is there, right? Okay, so the gap is actually here, I guess, and then you put that in here, like that. Yeah, that looks, yes, there it is. Yes, you can see the black bits, hopefully. And then I'll gently put that back in here. I mean, what is that bit for, really? It's proving to be more problematic than it could be worth. Okay, so put that back there. Put that back there. So now we've got two arms, two hands. Good, 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 good. And now we'll put them back onto their arms. So just got to be very careful with this. Interesting, one arm there. Second arm there. Go on, in you go. Come on. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Put that in there. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. Go on. In you go. In you go. One, you're going in. Come on. Get it. Oh, God. Is it just a bad ball? Let's try another. I will regret this, but let's see if I can just slot another one in there. Okay, so that's good. Let's just, there you go. Good boy, Tony. I don't know if you actually can see that, but there, that's it. We have generic robot dude and not Iron Man. How do you do? Alright, so I guess now it's time for the repulsor blasting parts of his hands? Maybe. Right, you can sit over there, Tony. Or stand. Don't make a mess. I'm going to have a drink. I've got 1 more hour after this. Right. Oh. That's it. That's the last of it. Oh, okay. Well, what about these bits? Is that... No. What about these? Maybe if I just put that in there. And maybe I just put this here. And that studio light's gone. But really, that's it? I don't understand. That's it. But then there's this. So hang on, let me just plug that in. I mean, I think that must be it. But then it doesn't tell you how to slot this in. Because I presume it's like this. Like this. But then it doesn't fit. Or is it like this? It's got to fit in somewhere. Or is it the fact that it fits in like this? I'm not calling it quits until I figure this out. So then that must... Okay, I'll just put it down like this. So I guess this goes in down here like this. Like this. Okay, so this is actually really, really tight. It's not going in easily at all. So I guess... Okay, I've got to try and squeeze it in like this. I'm going to try and wiggle it in. Okay, before I do that, I'm just going to go to... Really, that can't be it. I mean, I guess it is kind of... It. Right, we need to go to part 1. The door flap thing, which I knocked out. Oh, here we go. So this door flap, which is this, opens it up, and that goes... Right, okay, so it's like this. And then it goes like that, and that goes here like this. Okay, so that's fixed that, but what about actually getting this in? How are you supposed to get this in? Inside here. Because that just pops out like that. Alright. Well, I don't care about the battery. I'll just pull this out. I'm just going to pull it out now. And that's light like that. Very nice. Let's slot this in somehow. And now they're both out. You know what? I'm just going to keep it running. God damn, it has been that long, hasn't it? And now it's stuck. And now it's unstuck, but now these have come off. Now that's come off something. No. No, 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 no. That's it. It is just 2 parts. All right. Right. So what is going on? All right. First things first. Need to try and thread this in here. Once I thread in the butt chest piece, I'll figure out the rest. And what a surprise. Now that... Okay, don't panic. Now that it's all loose as hell, I can thread it in just fine. More or less. doesn't click into anything. What? And then, okay. So that bit, the button goes in here. Okay, I'm going off script here. I don't know what I'm doing now. And then, okay, so then fine. I'll just have it running. Okay. So we'll plug it into here. Plug it into here. It's like this set is gone. All right, here are the two parts of instructions, and then you bit it all together, and then the last little bit is it's fiddly, and you go, well, you pretty much know how it all comes together, so yeah, you finish it off yourself without any strong instructions. Okay, this is disappointing. This last a little bit, very disappointing, especially considering all these bits have just fallen off, and I don't know where they fully go. You know, let's just change his face. Because look, I didn't want generic face man. I wanted Iron Man. So let's just fix this face now while we're here. We've still got an hour, we've got no lights. That's fine. There. This is the face we look for. This is the face of Iron Man. Nice face. Right. So now I'm going to try and fit the head back in. That's fine. I can more or less see where it went. So I'm going to fit the head back into place like that. And it's nice and solid. And it's not likely to move. Good. So I think now that this is attached properly here, and then I'll attach it to the head here. And then I'll pull this down. So I should, oh, and then thread this through to here. It's not quite right because this needs to go through here. So about here? What about if I thread it a bit further? So that's as far as I want it to go. Here. For that to work, I need to take out this bit here. Like that. Right. I think I understand now. So this pink bit, I'm guessing it should attach to this. And then you slot this into an earlier point here. And then you need, so like this. So chest piece connected to the pink bits, which are connected to these chest. And then you slot the chest back into here. I hope into those 1, 2 bits with these yellow bits. That's one. And that's not an easy fit at all. And that's falling off like so. I'll just take that off for now. 1, 2, right. And then that's fallen off of, oh my God, this is incredibly fiddly. Right, I'll pull these bits off. I think this chest piece is supposed to be attached and held in by pressure and prayer, because I can't see how else this is supposed to stick into place. Okay, so then we get this. There and there. Oh my. Don't panic. I can't remember how this goes. And now that's pushed up the pink bit a bit, but that's okay. I'm going to push the pink bit down whilst holding onto the chest piece and hoping that it solidifies. Okay, so that's now locked into place here. His bum's fallen off, but that's okay. I'll put back his bum like so. So now we'll push that back into place, which exposes this, but that's okay because I can now fit this back here. We'll lock this here and here and here. Good. Click and click and move this into here. So that's that. So that should now all be solid, and I should be able to lightly close the door to activate the flash. There you go, yes. So that's not perfect, but that's good. So then we get these neck bits here, which I'm going to try and... Okay, so it's unclipped itself from here, but that's fine. We'll just push these back into place. That's okay. That's okay too. I've practically memorized where they go. Alright, so now that's come off as well. Okay, so, oh my god. Maybe if I could just... Alright. I'll just put the power on for now. So now I'm going to push everything into place. So that's pushing the light up into the pink bit, pushing the button. And now I'm going to push in the chest with those yellow hook bits, pushing into the chest, into here, and into here, like that. It won't go in. Why won't it go in? And now the light's on continuously because of this bit is being stuck on. So I'm going to pull out this bit. Fine, we'll worry about that later. I was not expecting this bit to be the most difficult part of the entire construction. Actually, to be fair, I paid 10 bucks for this. I wasn't expecting any of it to not work. I also wasn't expecting the instructions to not be complete. Okay, so now this is all falling apart. Why is this all falling apart? Quite spectacularly. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything to compromise the structure, have I? What? Oh my, this is like really falling apart. I haven't done anything. I genuinely haven't done anything. The head, which I will... There. Do that to that. I have to push this down. Waste battery power, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my days! What the on earth was that? Right. So that's that put back together. Let's see if I can do this without destroying all the hard work. It's not looking good, but we shall persevere. Oh my days. Okay, so I'm taking those yellow cube bits back out because I think it would fit better if I just did that out. Okay, so that's one. That's two. There. Back to the original fittings. They work nicely. And if you do that, yep, it fits nicely. Head's there. Okay, the head's flimsy, but that's fine there. So now we've got that more or less done. I need to put this aside. I need to rebuild this. Right, so that's one. Okay, and then I realize I've misbuilt that previously, so hopefully that will improve things, and then I can just probably slot that back into here. And then we put it back onto him, like this. Right, okay, good. So, I guess that makes sense because that covers those bits there like that. So I will admit I made a mistake there. And then I got to gingerly, carefully put the head back onto here. There. So now the head is like that. But then it's not properly attached at all. So the head's not properly attached, but I dare not move anything. As long as I can close it and do that, that is fine. So now I can put the arms back. I said I can put the arms back. One. Okay, that's fine. And two, to find the right point. And something fell off, but that's fine. I can put that back. His bums fell off. Bum flap. There you go. And I do 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. I'm going to consider that done. That's a good thing too, because my power's about to go off. Stop the clock. Let me just plug in my battery bank quickly before, because I don't want to run the power. Good. Oh, thank goodness, thank God I saw that, because otherwise that would have been a bloomin' disaster. This is it. This is the finished article right here. Tony Stark, Iron Man, very, very big edition. He's this long. He's a very big boy. And we've got all these bits spare. And I have to admit, with all these pinging off bits, I don't actually know if I'm missing something or not. But I'm just calling that done. So this is a Ransom with me and Viv. And you can see it's a big old boy. It's got an entire foot down here and a head above there. It's much taller and it's much chunkier. Ironically though, this is a much sturdier toy. I would much prefer holding this compared to holding this. Weakest points appears to be the head and the chest. Like right here, because I'm not quite sure how it's all put together. I do like the pose. And I do like the fact you can do some posing here and here like that. And I do like his natural stance, absolutely. I'm disappointed because the instructions are not complete. I'll give it a fair chance. Let me look again. Part 2. There was only 2 parts to these PDF instructions. Let me look again. Maybe there's something missing. Yeah, look. This is the final page, 513. That is the chess piece that's been created. And there's nothing after it. So I just spent, what, 30 minutes? I don't know how long I lost count. Trying to figure out how to attach it. And then it fell apart in various different points. And that has left a sore bitter taste in my mouth to an otherwise fantastic looking unit. I got all these stickers, which I'm not going to use. I've got all these spare bits, which frankly at this point I'm just going to, I don't know, I feel like just melting it into one big sludge and just dumping it in the sea or something right now because I'm frustrated. And here he is, Iron Man MK43 in all of his standing glory. And let's take a look at the details on this. Looks fantastic. And the good thing is, I reached out to Ransom Fern. To ask him what exactly I was doing wrong in terms of his chess piece. And with a little bit of gentle persuasion, it works. And it's in a much more solid position. And it turns out that his instructions were on his video. And I'll post a video right here, right now, just in case you need to see it. And what you're supposed to do with the light brick chest piece is you're supposed to thread it in the back of the Iron Man suit upside down. You thread it upside down and you kind of push it into the hole itself to fit it in. And then it just lays there loose, not attached to anything. And then you gently push the back of the Iron Man suit, back piece, and that's what makes it light up. And the other interesting thing is I took this as an exercise to try and figure out some of the mistakes I made before. So now his neck area is more solid. His arms were some of the problematic areas. Oh, okay, so I say solid, but still not 100% perfect here and there. I could fix that later. But it was an interesting exercise of reinforcement. So I was able to reinforce some of these arm bits which were wrong at the time. And now it's a much more solid experience than it was before. Just don't think about that bit. And he's got a lovely solid stance with a lovely solid head with solid arms that move. And here's the Mark 43 standing next to a Ransom. And again, it's a little figure of me and a little figure of my fiance standing on the shoulder. And you can see that the Mark 43 is an entire head above a Ransom. And unlike this space god here, Iron Man actually has feet, which is a nice little touch. I still stand that this is a much more solid toy and more of a plaything in one's hand compared to the Mark 43. The Mark 43 is still very much a display piece which you would admire on your grown-up bookshelf rather than exactly playing with it like an action figure. So now that I've calmed down, I got the final instructions on how to fit the chest piece light, and I strengthened some bits and pieces. Does this change my opinion about Iron Man Mark 43? Initially I was all negative about it, and now I am more positive about this. I would recommend you get this Iron Man Mark 43. I think it looks fantastic. However, this is not a simple kit. It is quite an advanced kit. I would only recommend this to people who are experienced in the world of building Lego and who are fancying a challenge to build something quite complicated, because this is not a toy. It is not a robust thing, and whilst overall it is pretty solid here, you will get some bits that will fall apart. If you're not particularly careful, it's something that you're bound to just leave on your grown-up bookshelf and admire from a distance. But if you want to admire something that looks great, and I would recommend it in that sense, if you can get the 3 components, the Ransom and the 2 Iron Man kits cheap, do that, because buying it at full price, plus having to pay $10 for the instructions for this kit, might be a little bit steep for some people's pockets. But the final results are truly fantastic. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, especially if you watched all the way from beginning to end. I can imagine how frustrating it was for you to watch me mash this kit together in an amateur kind of way. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I hope this video was informative, educational, maybe entertaining, and I'll see you next time.